Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto, episode 57. So, yeah, guys, I'm back with some coffee and very excited to see what's gonna happen. So, yeah, if you wanna see it, the warm goodness. Ow. The cup's really hot right now. Anyways, so last episode we had the full first phase, right? That was all one episode. Damn. It was a true or false question, which was technically a trick where there wasn't really an answer. Everybody fell into a pit after they all picked their sides, and they, had to realize that they just had to not fall in the ink, and that's how they passed. So, very cool. They also had to race to get to the location, too, where some people got knocked out as well. Very cool stuff. We got to see some of the new teams coming in and everything. We got to see some of the ones that are more I guess competitive. It's really hard because I don't want to go too in depth about this, but it's very interesting because there's all kinds of stereotypes you can make when you go to war with another race, or another country, I should say, not race. In our world, you start to look at the people a little differently, and after going through Naruto and knowing how much all the other villages didn't like each other until they came together, it's easy to misinterpret their competitive side with hatred for the Leaf. When the Cloud people were really talking down to Boruto. But yeah, I I probably talked too long about that. Sorry. Anyways, guys, I could go more in depth later. Maybe in my discussion, I will if I think of it. But yeah, so regardless of all that, we are getting into the phase 2. Maybe there's a 3-day break. I'm not sure if those 3 days are gonna be actual episodes, possibly, or one episode's gonna be the break, and the next episode's gonna be phase 2, or we're just gonna jump right into phase 2 and skip the 3-day break. I have no idea, but let's just jump into the episode because I have rambled enough and lost track and blah blah blah. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, guys, for you that are at full length, we're going to be starting the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Some more training, possibly, with the Boruto. Oh, he's getting close. Perfection. Hmm. Oh. Yep. Exactly. Damn. His clones are so sassy. They always are. Moody. All of them in sync. Alrighty, this intro that I'm not watching. Take a sip of my coffee. Ooh, still a little warm. They're still a little hot. I'm looking forward to seeing this intro. I just have no idea when I can watch it. do 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 do. Hmm. Yeah, I like the song a lot. I just kind of wanted to sit there and take it in for a minute. It's definitely a lot more mellow. It almost sounds like an outro song. Like, I still really like the song, but it definitely seems like an outro song more than an intro. Usually the intros are a lot more like hype. Like, I guess it's kind of hype, but it's also kind of got that mellow feel to it as well. Alright, almost there. Alright. Ooh. Oh, nice. Sasuke with two of the Kages. Chojuro and Gara. I think their names are. Sorry if I got that wrong. I know I got Gara's name right, obviously. Ooh. Is he gonna talk about Shukaku or is this something else? Oh, he showed up! Wait, why were they at Gara? Ooh, yeah. Oh, was he not the one? Oh, damn. Did he pull something out of him? Or is that just what the end of his thing looks like? It didn't look like that before, I don't think. Damn. So I don't know if that was a different one or if that was the one of the three that were at B. Sorry about that. I haven't distinguished them all yet by their looks. Not trying to I don't want to sound like racist by saying they all look alike or something. So wait, why was he there if he was already aware Shikaku wasn't in him? I'm confused. So of course they're not gonna postpone the exams. They're just gonna wait for stuff to go wrong like usual. Gar is a badass. This is a wicked area. Alright, we get the remaining teams getting some nice shots of them all. So capture the flag. Oh, That's chicken eyes. It's just like a little puppy, like, knocked him down. Nice. Oh, she went on the attack. Nice. She can already, damn, she can already do, like, the full expansion up. I think it took Choji a while to be able to do that. Like, her whole body big. Choji did his arms and stuff a lot. Until later in the show. That black sand stuff. Oh no, they were up against them. Damn. They're not a series of 1v1s, are they? Or is it? Or are they all in the same, like, they all have a territory and, like, these guys could go after Boruto's flag, or they could go after Iwabe's flag, or they could go after Shikadai's flag? Or is it just 1v1? I'm not sure. Ooh. They're holding their own a little bit, but I feel like the sand guys are really strong. Oh no, metal. Damn. Well, most of the matches are over. Okay, I think that answers my question. Ah, they're versing the triplets. Is Boruto gonna have to do his curving shuriken thing? Okay, maybe not, never mind. You're just clones, though. Can they shadow clone too? There's even more of them now. Alright. Damn. Don't worry, Mitsuki's coming in! It's all about how you use them. It's not about numbers. If you had 4 really strong ones, you wouldn't need 1,000. Mitsuki's gonna jump in, isn't he? Uh-oh. It zoomed in on his eye. Are we gonna get some eye stuff going on? We haven't seen the eye stuff in so long. But I had a theory about that. If the eye activates here, then I think my theory will go bust. Oh no, he's using the thingy. Jeez. God. Well, no, he cheated and used a device, but... And all three of them were there unless there was clones, so Sarada should have free reign over the flag, right? Yeah, all three of them are there. Hmm. I think Mitsuki knows that Boruto can't do that kind of attack. Oh, that's cool. They have a bunch of fake ones. Was it Genjutsu? Sarada. Ooh, 10-10. Uh-oh. Does he know something? Yeah, there's something up with that guy. Alright. So that's what that guy's looking out for. Advertisement, I suppose. Damn, that's gonna hit Boruto hard. Oh man, he's gonna have a whole new sling of insults coming at him. Oh no. What are you doing, Sarada? What the heck? Where did that come from, Sarada? What are you doing? Was he worried about Boruto, whether he made it or not? Hmm. Ah. That face. Yeah, yeah, he was wondering. Cool. Freaking bugs, get away. Hmm. What about the team next to them with class rep and the other two? Them. Uh so I think they lost, yeah. Yeah. So what's that? Only half the Leaf teams? There was four teams and now there's only two. Nice. Hmm. You had to cheat. Oh boy, what's this? Sasuke? Deciphering the pages. Seems like. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Confidence in his daughter. How sweet. Alright, Boruto. What's gonna be on your mind this time in your room? Hmm. Ominous? What? Ah. It's Naruto! Hmm. Awkward. Yeah. So awkward. Yeah. He's trying to do good in his own way. I mean he is, it's just yeah. Is he gonna do his left hand? Oh. He's supposed to fist bump your old man. That works too. Little smile. Yeah. Getting it in person is a lot better sometimes. I like the attention to detail that it showed him walking back into his office because that probably means that was the real him that went too. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Alrighty, and that's the end. That's right, I was not watching this one yet, even though I'm not sure it has anything that can spoil me. Do 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 do. That was a good episode. I have a not a complaint, but a minor thing that I'm gonna mention in the discussion about this episode, or about the tuning exams in general, you know. But yeah, not a big deal, really. Alrighty, guys. Close all this. So that is the end of episode 57. That was very good. So real quick, just to get the one very small gripe I had out of the way. It's not even really a gripe because I'm loving the tuning exams as they are, but it's about the whole tuning exams in their entirety. I figured I'd mention it just so you guys know my opinion on it. I like them so far, but I'm a little sad that they're not longer, you know? I really liked, like, the training in the wood, not training, but the survival in the woods kind of feel of the second phase, I believe it was, of the ones in Naruto. And obviously they don't have to do the same thing as Naruto, which is exactly why, you know, I don't have a problem with this. It's just, I do find myself thinking that the second phase in Naruto, I felt was a lot more fun, because obviously what's going on here is they have a story they want to tell, and it's not based around the tuning exams, right? It's based around these Otutsuki people, and the tuning exams is just something that's happening, you know, as it goes on, because, you know, it's the Naruto universe, or whatever you guys call this universe. I'm not sure what the universe is actually called, but tuning exams are a thing, you know, where we'd be missing it if we didn't see them in Boruto. So if they just, like, glossed over them completely. So we're getting to see, like, some of them, but they really want to focus on these Otutsuki people. And so it seems like we're breezing through these episodes, and maybe phase 3 we're gonna stop and have the battles be a lot more in-depth than the rest of this was. Which I do, you know, I love tournament style stuff, so however that's gonna work, I'll love to see. And it might not be a tournament. I'm trying to get back to the scene right now because I was distracted by a bug flying right in front of my face, I think, right at the point, or right by my face, right at the point where they mentioned what the next phase was gonna be like. And I definitely want to see that. I'm pretty sure he said round 3 consists of one-on-one combat. Okay, it is a tournament. Okay. For some reason, I thought I read it said that there was going to be team combat. I don't know why I thought I saw that, but that makes sense. So they are doing the 1v1, so it might be, you know, tournament arc kind of stuff, which is very exciting, because those are a lot of fun. Hopefully we get some good stuff with that, since these first 2 phases have blown by in 2 episodes. A lot of the fights were briefly shown, but nothing, like, too extreme, and I think that's because everybody's kind of hiding their jutsu for, you know, the big finale. They don't want people to know what they're capable of and everything right away. So it makes sense from a character standpoint and from a writing standpoint, where they want to keep all the really exciting stuff for these tournaments. So it might go like Naruto, where we're going to get some good fights, and then we're not going to see the entire thing. There might not be a winner because it gets interrupted. Or they might finish the whole tuning exams, and then these guys might attack. But regardless of all that, I'm very much interested in what the Otsutsuki people had to do with Gaara, and I mentioned it in the episode, not knowing why, and then I kind of thought about it while I was going through the episode, and something I kind of came up with was maybe it was just like I'm just wondering if it had something to do with how Shikaku was able to contact Gaara. Maybe they don't want that kind of information to be out, you know? Um, so they were planning on killing Gaara so that way he can't relay any information to Naruto about the Eight Tails disappearance. But also, like I said, shouldn't Naruto know about the Eight Tails disappearance unless Kurama doesn't have the same kind of link to all of them like Shikaku does? I'm not sure. But or maybe Gaara might have already relayed the information and it might have just been done behind the scenes. But so that's all stuff that's been on my mind. The other thing I thought of is maybe he actually did do something, because when his fish hook went in, it was just like a little red hook, wasn't it? And then when it came out, it had like a little bit of fire on it. So I don't know if there was like a tiny bit of lingering, Shukaku chakra in there or something. Or somehow, because they have the psychic link, they're still somehow linked a little bit. And the Otsutsuki person grabbed hold of that link a little bit in order to track down the One Tails. So that's one of my other theories, but it didn't. The way Gaara reacted didn't seem like that was the case, because he didn't notice that was happening. But it might have just been like something he didn't even think was like possible to happen, and that's why he didn't react that way, because he even didn't know. But I don't know. It was just some thoughts I had as to why they're going after Gaara, even though he doesn't have one of the tailed beasts in him. And I apologize, guys, for me not remembering whether this fishhook guy was at the fight with B or not. Like I said during the episode, I don't want to sound any bit of racist or anything, but a lot of like the thinner ones of the Otsutsuki clan, I can't really tell them apart. Obviously, I can tell the big guy apart from the other ones, but the other three, I know they look a bit different. But I know one of them, the one that actually took the Eight Tails power into himself, and then the big guy. I know what those two look like, but I can't recall what the third one in that group looked like in the previous episode, 2 episodes ago. I think that was 2 episodes ago, 2 or 3 episodes ago. So I apologize for that, but interesting. Anyways, yeah, man. So moving on. But Gaara seems okay. He seemed hurt when it initially happened, but then he said it would take a lot more to hurt him. He was probably acting tough, because I think he did get injured a little bit from that. Who knows? I don't know how that guy's fishing rod attack works, if it actually punctured his, if he still has that sand barrier that covers his skin, if it punctured that and his skin and got like inside him, or maybe like because it seems like it's made of like chakra or something similar, maybe it can like bypass the skin and go through all that, and it just like hits your chakra network rather than hitting your physical body. I'm not sure. Although I think your chakra network is actually like part of your physical body. I think in Naruto they explain that they're actually like chakra tubes, like going through, sort of. I'm not sure. Or maybe that was just like they used the chakra tubes as like just a way to explain how the chakra network works. I'm not sure. But obviously they're not like metal tubes, right? They're probably like more like veins or something like that, I would assume, but all that doesn't really matter. That was just my speculation on how his power could work, but yeah. So after that we jumped right into the phase 2, which is great. We didn't have any kind of like 3-day break or whatnot, and we had the one-on-ones, or one team on one team, capture the flag stuff, which I was a little confused at first. Maybe I missed a little bit of the direction along the way that verified that it was going to be, one team versus one team. I had the original thought that every team was going to have a territory and you could go after whichever one you want. Almost like I thought of it as being like real world simulation where the Leaf Village and all these other hidden villages have their own territory, and you need to know how to guard your own territory while still, like, doing offense, even though there's peacetime and all that. But knowing all that kind of information would have done good, and you could be, attacked from multiple directions and everything, and that kind of stuff. But it didn't end up going that way. I realized during the episode when they said, a lot of the matches are done, I realized that it was just a series of team-on-team fights rather than a big, team free-for-all kind of thing, if that makes sense. But it was very cool. We got to see Shikadai's team win very easily against those guys. I'm not sure what village they were from, but they were very pitiful from what we saw of them, one got caught so easily by Shikadai, the other one just got knocked over by a puppy painting, and then the last one, Chocho, just flattened and took the flag. So very cool. It was a great win for them, very easy and all that. And then poor Iwabe's team, we got to see a decent, not, I would say they put enough time on them to make sense. We got to see the fight essentially, but really Metal just kind of got toyed with the whole time for the most part after Iwabe got slammed against the wall, and Denki seemed like he was out of it too. Metal was the last one left going at him. We didn't even get to see the other two, the head guy with the black like sand cloak type thing. He just was too strong. I don't know if Metal has any kind of tricks up his sleeve. I'm not sure if Lee taught him the 8 inner gates like he has, or if, he's taking a different approach. I wonder if Metal has, I don't want to say chakra, because I'm pretty sure Lee has chakra, but Lee just wasn't able to do Genjutsu or, what's the other one? He was only able to do Taijutsu, not, like, 2 other forms that for some reason I can't recall the names of right now. But I wonder if Metal is like him. I don't think we've ever established that, but I also don't think we've ever seen Metal do any kind of jutsu. So I might be wrong on that. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments if I was wrong about that or not. But yeah, so he just kind of tried to brute force his way through the sand, didn't quite work. If he had the 8 inner gates, he didn't want to reveal it there. Or maybe, it is a forbidden jutsu, so, and the first time we saw Lee use it, Guy gave him permission. And maybe Metal didn't have that kind of permission there, so he didn't do it. But interesting. Or maybe that will spur them to get stronger, and we might get like an extra little special episode where Metal is like, I need to get stronger, and talks to Lee about it or something and learns the 8 inner gates or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyways, very interesting that they failed. And then I don't think we got to see the fight of Class Rep and the other two, the cat girl and then the screamy chick. Sorry, I don't know their names. I don't know any of their names. I'm so bad about that. I apologize. But unless I'm mistaken, we didn't get to see their fight at all, and they just lost. So who would have they been up against? The Cloud? Because the Cloud passed. Either that or that one other team with, like, the girl with, like, the really long hair that we saw in, like, the panning shots. It might have been them, too. But interesting. We also didn't see the Cloud guys at all, did we? Did they pan to them in that shot when they panned to all the teams? Maybe they did quickly touch base on them. I'm not sure. Interesting. But yeah, so they failed as well, and then Boruto's team came up, which was the big focus. Well, not big focus. They actually ended that one pretty quickly too. But it was a decent focus on, Boruto's dilemma of the fact that he isn't quite strong enough to take all three of them himself, and he decided to, stick to his guns of taking the easy way. Well, he did what he had to do to win here. I'll say that. But he did not. It's hard because I see that as cheating, but maybe it is considered cheating because they didn't. The scientist guy didn't get permission to allow these in the tuning exams, right? So that is cheating. If I'm not mistaken, we had that scene with the scientist guy that went up to Naruto and said, "Oh, I have this, these really cool, ninja tool things, yada yada." And Naruto shot him down and said, the tuning exams are not a place for that. And that's gonna hit things even harder when that all gets revealed, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But basically, it's really cool of Mitsuki to head back for Boruto. And I apologize if I get Naruto and Boruto's name mixed up. It's they're just so close together, sometimes I mix it up, but Mitsuki went back for Boruto and was gonna help him. Probably would've... Well, no. I guess they were all running to the flag, and Boruto didn't really have anything left, it seemed like. Or maybe he did, but he should have did, his Boruto stream to move really fast. I wonder if you're able to move your own flag. They didn't really give us, that in-depth of rules, right? Could he have, Boruto stream and, moved quicker than those guys and grabbed the flag and, ran away with it while Mitsuki was on his way until Mitsuki got there? Or does the flag have to stay there until, the other team, takes it or you take theirs? I'm not sure. The fact that they didn't move it to hide it, I guess, would mean that you probably can't move it, but I just wonder if there was anything Boruto could have done there, made more clones to distract them somehow long enough for Mitsuki to get there, or if it was really his only option to use that device or they would have lost. But anyways, he decided to use the device and ended up winning very easily. That device is actually... I knew it was strong because it could make a Rasengan, and Rasengan's a very strong move, But that was a lot of water that it was able to, conjure up. And the lightning style seemed very strong. I was actually worried Boruto was going to kill these damn kids. And Tenten seemed like she almost realized, but instead she was just impressed. So far, everyone is none the wiser, but we have that bald dude, the bald shinobi guy, that seems to be watching Boruto, and he said he didn't use it, in the last episode we saw him report in for the first phase that he didn't use it. And it was right after, it seemed like that guy was looking at the sand ninja guy, so I thought it was some kind of weird connection with the sand again. And I don't think I talked about that in my last discussion. I really apologize for that. Because that was kind of a big thing and I didn't talk about him at all. But my thoughts on that guy was that he was part of the sand and he, or maybe not part of the sand, but he had some kind of connection. That was my thought at the time. But now it seems like he is connected to the scientist guy and is just keeping an eye on Boruto. They've recorded Boruto using it, so they're probably going to do some kind of, advertising, smear, maybe not a smear campaign, but some kind of advertising showing that, how strong Boruto was able to be with the Hokage, Hokage's son using this device and everything, just to advertise and try to get... I'm guessing he's going to try to supersede the Hokage, right? He's going to do all this advertising, he's going to get a lot of people on board, and they're all gonna put pressure on Naruto to decide that, these tools should be allowed. And that'll be very interesting. I'm guessing that's just going to be like a future arc that we see that happens, or maybe it's going to be something that we just slowly see like taking effect, and it might just have a quick resolution. I'm not sure, but it's pretty interesting nonetheless. I did have a quick theory during this episode, but it immediately got shot down. Was that I was thinking, how we saw that guy come up behind the scientist a while back and nothing has come of that? I had always thought that maybe the scientist got like kidnapped and there was someone who was being a lookalike kind of thing, just transformed into him. And then I thought, okay, well maybe this Leaf Shinobi guy is the scientist transformed into, the guy that transformed into, with my theory, the guy that transformed into the scientist changed his transformation into a Leaf Shinobi and was keeping an eye on things out in the public. But since right after I thought about that, they showed the scientist guy talking to the bald Shinobi guy, and yeah, that busted that theory wide open. But yeah, I'm very much interested to see what's going on there. I'm guessing it's just going to be some kind of advertisement with that. Either that, they could do blackmail too, I suppose. They could blackmail Naruto and say like, oh, we need you to let us mass produce these things and sell them and give them out or whatever, so everybody could be a shinobi. And or else we'll release this video showing, your beloved son, the son of the Hokage, using, this technology to win the Chunin exams or something. But anyways, yeah, interesting stuff. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens there. I really liked the dynamic between Boruto and Naruto because you can obviously tell there's a lot of awkwardness, and it's not easy for Naruto to, after everything that's happened, to come up to Boruto, because Naruto's fully aware of how Boruto feels about him, and he tries his best to make those feelings go away, and obviously it's a long process if those feelings are ever gonna be, reciprocated, back from Boruto. But I definitely think that this was a really good step for the relationship, as long as nothing... I hope nothing else, drives a wedge between them, because this, we got a little smile from Boruto. Naruto went there seemingly in person, which was great. Since we saw him walk back into his office and shut the door, that implies that, or to me that implies that he actually went without sending a clone to do it. And, which is really cool. All of it was just really great. I loved how Naruto was very excited to see the results, because the first time we saw Naruto with the results, Shikamaru walked in and was just like, hey, your son won. And Naruto was just like, cool. And, he didn't really get super excited. And then I think I even remember talking about it, because even Shikamaru was like, you should send an email or something. You should congratulate him, And Naruto, then did it. And I kind of criticized Naruto a little bit for needing Shikamaru to tell him that, But what he did this episode was on his own, really, Obviously, Shikamaru told him that he won, but Shikamaru didn't have to tell him this time, you should congratulate him. Naruto was just very excited to hear that his son passed. Although, I just realized the wedge that's going to drive between them is the fact that Boruto used his damn device. That's gonna be a problem, because I guarantee you Naruto is gonna get angry, and then Boruto is gonna lash back, I bet, and it's just gonna drive another wedge in between them. So I guess I should just start mentally preparing for that. But yeah, I hope that leads to a good talk, though, a real good talk between Naruto and Boruto about how you need to work hard to become a proper shinobi, because that's something that we've we've covered in these episodes is that Boruto doesn't exactly work hard, not as hard as some of these other people, and especially not as hard as Naruto did back in the day. And it's funny because I'm every now and then I've been slowly watching my way through the old Naruto series and watching how like Naruto learned the Rasengan again. You know, he spent weeks and weeks learning that, and he worked like day and night. Sometimes he didn't even go back to their like hotel room to sleep when he was doing that, and he'd just like pass out right there where he was training because that's how hard he worked. And you know, they made that comment about Boruto being like too clean, and that's because he doesn't like do that same kind of stuff that Naruto did. And you know, it's very interesting, and I hope it does lead to a good conversation and not just like a yelling fest between the two, and you know, the further divide of the relationship kind of stuff. But yeah, guys, I think that pretty much sums up most of this episode. I hope I didn't miss anything. I really did like it. I enjoyed it. And especially, like I said, especially, I think my favorite part of this episode was all the Naruto stuff, and then all the stuff with Naruto and Boruto together. That all those bits were fantastic. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. If you want to support the channel, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also check out the description for Patreon and stuff like that, where you can, you know, become a patron, and by doing that, you get access to full length, where you'll be able to see this whole episode without any edits, and also early access, where you can see the next episode ahead of time, if, you know, you're looking forward to that. Eventually, I'm probably, like, my long-term goal is to work on more episodes that are going to be on Patreon, so that way the benefit feels more worth it, because only getting one episode for that tier level doesn't seem super good. But I think every now and then I'll watch like 2 episodes a week, but I'll still only release one to YouTube. That kind of seems insulting to YouTube. I don't mean it to be that way, but that way there'll be like, you know, an extra episode on there, and do that every now and then and slowly get ahead. So then, you know, if you guys become a patron or something, you'll be able to watch like 4 or 5 episodes ahead or something. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how all this pans out. But yeah, guys, see you later.